We used to have as many as, what were we up to, 10 or 12?
You had almost 2 in every room, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
But
I remember the storage area on the 8th floor.
Mm-hmm.
It had a sea of VMS 70 lathes just sitting there. It's like a fleet in mothballs.
And now you can't find them if you try, right?
Hard, yeah.
So what's
especially the cutter heads? They're a very valuable piece of equipment, very delicate, and
that's the most critical part of the whole thing.
Yeah, and that.
And why is that?
Because they are not indestructible.
Well, it's like a speaker, but the only difference is the coils are attached to 2 push rods, which to that is attached to little styles that actually engraves the groove as the record spins.
Right.
That mechanism, the coils, the push rod, that's all very fine tolerances. And
not only is it because it's such a, it's almost like making a, like diamond cutting.
It's like, Swiss
watches, yeah. But there's the, that's the mechanical part of it, but you have to have a good understanding of how the audio part of it works in order to make something that sounds good, not just works.
So what are the things that can go wrong here in our project? Like, what are the things to look out for? Like,
well, after cutting, I would look to make sure there's no overcuts where the grooves overlap, or what they call a vertical lift, where the style slips directly off the surface, leaving no groove in one spot.
And how would that happen? Like,
usually over leveling or a misaligned preview channel might aggravate it, but once we get our levels set, this system is pretty damn tight as far as tolerance as well.
Right. In other words, and you can adjust this as we go along.
Well, you can, but you usually have everything like Ray has.
I have a set of
all the notes that he had that we used when we did the references, and we did our rehearsals. And then you were asking me earlier about, do you test things first? And yes, we do. And then and these machines are, if they're kept in good condition, they're very reliable. If you put up all the settings that you had last time, it will react, unless something was wrong, of course. It will react the same way as it did when you. That's the whole purpose of making a reference for someone like Rick to take and approve, and because it would be senseless if we can't duplicate it.
Right.
That's why he writes all the notes. We take the notes, write everything. It's basically the recipe.
The only other thing that's ever gone wrong was maybe one time you had some batch of lacquers, and of course.
And what does that mean? There's just not.
Well, if you could have something, in other words, Ray knows what are good and bad, but there could be, in the formulation of the lacquer, there could be some hidden properties. In other words, the noise levels.
It could be quiet when we do a test cut and we cut the side and send it to the plant, and the plant comes back and says, that's noisy.
Yeah. A chemical reaction that takes place
plating process,
in the plating
something
process
broke
or whatever.
Right.
That's the only thing that we really
that we wouldn't have any way of knowing.
And it was always funny dealing with Sterling, even back in the late 70s, and if that happened, they would say, not our fault. They would never